Hey there, everybody. Adam Savage here in my cave, and I've been answering questions about Mythbusters today, submitted by tested patrons, and they were all sitting at my workbench, and I just thought, let's mix it up. Let me move around the shop a little. Don't worry, those of you who have the weaker stomachs like I do, I'm not gonna spin all over the place. I'm just doing a little handheld instead of a stationary camera for this one. The question is, Andres Rosales wants to know, Grand Canyon duct tape episode, how dangerous was it? Parens, it looked dangerous. Not that dangerous. Not that dangerous. I mean, when we had to do things like rappelling down the chasm using duct tape rope, we had an extra safety for that one. We added a safety, even though we felt really confident about our rope. We just accommodated for the fact that if we were wrong, we would die. So we added a safety that would have allowed the duct tape rope to break if it was going to break, but not kill us. And we did that on the show. We tried not to film stuff that was super dangerous, because it's not fun. It's terrifying. And I don't want to roll a roulette wheel as to whether or not I'm going to get home that day. But there was one dangerous part of Duct Tape Canyon, and it was the escape on the boat. So if I remember correctly, that wasn't even filmed in... Most of Duct Tape Canyon was filmed in the beautiful location of Moab, Utah, which is one of my favorite places on earth. And the lovely people at Moab, Utah were just delightful. The park rangers, everybody we dealt with there, the location managers, everyone was phenomenal. But there was a point at which Jamie and I, sorry, the lighting is terrible. There, that's a little better. There was a point at which Jamie and I had to build boats, and then we had to escape in those boats. And finding the right river in Moab was tough. There were some issues with that. And then we ended up filming that on the American River here in Northern California. And where we filmed was this beautiful remote location, but it was a class 5 rapid. It was like a real rapid. And I was about to take my boat over the rapid, and the safety divers were like, okay, here's how this rapid goes. You're gonna go over this hump here, and then you're going to fall off to the left because that's where it's going to guide you, and then it's going to swing you around and do this. They said it should be pretty straightforward. Your boat should ride over this, and then it'll hit this. You might bang into this thing. You want to avoid that and go to there, and once you're there, you're safe. I'm like, great. And they said, if you fall off the boat in the middle of this rapid, what we want you to do is to tread water and, wait for us. Unless you fall here, in which case you don't want to tread water. You actually want to lift your legs and lie on your back. But you don't want to lie on your back over here. You want to give me all these really specific instructions for my survival. And it's basically if you fall here, do X. If you fall there, don't do X or you'll die. You have to do Y. Don't do Y over here or you'll die. It was that kind of needle threading. So, of course, I went off the boat in the worst possible moment. And one of my favorite things about my body is its memory for mission critical stuff. Because when I took the dive off that boat, when I, went off, because I had talked it through and walked it through with the safety guys, I knew exactly where I was in the rapid, and I knew that I was in the scenario in which I needed to lift my legs up lest I get caught in a rock and pinned over and under the water by the rapid. I had to keep my legs from being a boat anchor for me, and I successfully did that, slid over the big rock that was going to harm me and down into the pool below, and I was totally safe. I am grateful to my body for remembering those things at those key moments. And to be clear, I was also wearing a safety vest, a life vest, so I was fine. But it did feel like a little touch and go there for a second. And when these safety guys tell you, do this here, but definitely don't do it there, and do this there, but definitely don't do that here, good luck. It's a little scary. That's about the most danger we were in, which again, still I submit is not a huge amount of danger, but thank you for asking that lovely question. Filming the episode in Moab, Utah, wearing tuxedos for several days while traveling through some of the most beautiful landscape that America has to offer was a real thrill. It's one of my favorite episodes to film. Thank you so much, Andres Rosales, for your lovely question. Tested patrons, keep submitting your delightful questions, and I will keep answering them. Thank you guys so much. Stay safe. I'll see you next time.